That's working. That's working. I do want to turn.
Yeah, these mics are pretty loud. I guess they're not up as loud as I thought.
Since the board hit the ground, then like we had to finagle some shit, so we have to turn our shit way up higher now. So I'm going to be getting another board at some point. Check 1 2. Check. Levi.
Check.
A little more.
Check. Sibilance.
A little more, please.
Check. What the fuck?
Come on, man.
Check.
Levels. Okay, Dave.
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on? Check.
Yeah. All right. Check. Okay. How'd you guys end up doing at the Right Brain 22 to none event on Saturday?
Well, I apparently tried to drink all of the beer.
What time did you get out of there? Because I left, and it's nothing against the Brothers Crunch Band, who were the closers.
Right.
I was just over. I had worked, bartended that day, opened, and then came home and tried to take a nap. That didn't work, and I was just fucking wiped. So I had a couple songs into Brothers Crunch. I love those guys, but I was just like, I gotta go.
Yeah, we ended up taking off. Like the group that I ended up showing up, we left a little bit of their set too, but Ray ended up staying the whole night and.
I think all of us tried to drink all the beer.
Yeah, it's a poor decision on my part.
Do you know how many people that got in through the door on that thing?
I have no idea what the number was, but you couldn't move inside there. You couldn't.
We were in the brewery. That's where the show was, in the brewery, the same place that they had Sponge. You know, they cleared out a good spot, and then there was a fucking lot of people in there.
Yeah, it was mad. Like it was, and I thought, well, like everybody just kind of hanging back, but I mean, it was all the way right up to the stage. I mean, it was packed in there. So I don't know, man. There was a ton of people there. I don't know. I'd have to get a hold of I don't know what's his name, the guy that was doing
Sled Dog.
Sledder might know, but who was the dude that was kind of running the door and everything?
Oh, Alex was running the door.
Alex, yeah.
I think Sledder said, I can't remember how much they got in through the door, but it was more than I expected. Now, here's the thing. When we put on an event like this, you know, at Right Brain with you guys, in my head, I always want a lot of people.
Right.
It doesn't always turn out that way. So in my head, I'm like, I'm a fucking failure, you know. But I don't know how many people I expected in through the door.
Yeah.
And it was way more than I expected, I think.
Yeah, there was a ton of people. That was bigger than I thought it was going to be. Excuse me. And even the money brought in, like that was like, because we didn't get anything from the door sales. Like that was all, all went to the band and stuff. And then like we just took whatever was in that keg. And that was like $1,100 plus. Well, that's $1,100 is what we had plus like t-shirt sales. We had,
swag sales, stuff like that. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a pretty sweet. I mean, we got to go hang out and rock out and drink some beer and still made a bunch of money for vets.
People make jokes about, well, maybe they don't, but maybe I feel like they do make jokes about like, you know, the community coming together or something like that. But it's fucking true, man.
Yeah, dude.
You know, when you put vets in and you throw in like vet suicide awareness and shit like that, like, motherfuckers are like, here's my wallet, take my money, take my time, take my money.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
But I mean, that's like the one thing that everybody can get behind. That and the fucking Humane Society.
Yeah, I mean, that's I've seen a bunch of other organizations do stuff, and they'll ask they'll say, oh, how'd you guys do? You know, I say something like, oh, yeah, I made $1,100, you know, at this little, you know, concert. They're like, oh man, I wish I could make that. And I'm like, I don't know, like I hate to say that like it's an easy thing to jump on board with. I mean, it's something everybody can like relate to and get behind. Like it's not like if you're trying to start up a library or an art museum or something in your community, like that's something that a smaller portion of the population is like, oh yeah, I'd really love an art museum right here. Well, I mean, it'd be great, but when I say everybody can get behind like helping veterans do things. So
when I say the words President Trump did this, somebody's always going to have some kind of reaction. But this is the one thing that he did. I don't know. I saw the headline. I did not read the story. Trump signed, I don't know if it was an executive order or something like that, to raise awareness and funds for veteran suicide today or yesterday or something like that.
He signed it yesterday. Yeah. He's putting together, he's basically putting together like a cabinet to head that up. Like it's going to be like the same stuff. He's like, I'm going to put together a cabinet to take care of such and such thing that's a huge deal to everybody and it matters local. Like that, he's building a cabinet hit that up.
Well, I'm trying to figure out like what more they can do other than kick the fucking VA in the ass when guys need help and they say they need help and they can't get in.
Yeah, I think the big push with this is going to be like a couple years ago. He signed the one where he's hoping that you could use outside doctors outside the VA.
Yeah,
and I think that's going to be. I'm hoping that is going to be this cabinet's big push. Like we're going to get this set in motion to where you don't have to go to the VA to get a checkup, like to get something stupid. Like it doesn't make sense. Like I've seen guys that will have to drive to Kalamazoo for an appointment.
Yeah.
Drive all the way down there, get down there, find out, appointment got canceled, something got pushed over, can't do it. Like, oh, well, you're out.
Yeah.
Like, no, I just drove 2.5 hours. And like, no, I need this done. Like, it's got to be done.
I'm trying to remember our dad. Our dad's a Vietnam vet, and he's recovering alcoholic for 30 years now. And he went to rehab at a vet facility. I think it was in Battle Creek. But then he always had to go to fuck Battle Creek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing closer that guys can go where they need to go.
Yeah.
Is that something you guys work on at all to try? I know as far as like getting locally Northern Michigan people being able as somebody to reach out as an entity for them to reach out to.
Yeah, we're trying to be like the bridge for that. Like if someone comes to us with the same thing, like we had a vet that came to us and was, man, I need some help. He needed psychiatric help. He needed to go sit down and talk to someone. Going through the VA, he'd have to go all the way down, use only their, and we were like, no, man, that's fine. Like those are things we're willing to like. We come through, you get vetted, you get taken care of. Like if you got a place that you want to use with good doctors that you feel comfortable with, you've heard great things about.
Yeah.
Like that's the things like, hey man, I can't pay for all this or I can't get all this.
Do you have
those are the things where we would get a hold of them and say, here's the deal. We're willing to, and this is what we did to the last one. We're like, hey, we're willing to pay. All I want to know is that they're showing up to the sessions and that you feel like they're putting into it.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what else you want to know? I'm like, I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know what he says. I don't want to know what's happening. Like, I don't want to know anything.
Yeah.
I want to know he's making the appointments. He's showing up. And then the same we do with anything. The money that comes into us, we don't hand it to a guy to go like, oh, I need $40
Sure.
to go pay for my. No. Who are we paying and who's the place? And then we get a hold of them. We talk to the doctor. We say, all right, here's the deal. We'll pay for this. We'll front this, but it needs to be done this way. Like we'll get it, and these are our stipulations. And if they can't cover it, then we go like, all right, well, we can't do it.
Do you have any doctors at all reach out to you guys and be like, dude, I want to fucking help you guys out. You need any help like that?
Yeah, we got a therapist in Gaylord, and I don't know if they want their name dropped
Sure.
or any of that stuff. But they have said if we ever get approached by a vet that just needs to talk, needs that help, they'll do pro bono.
That's very cool.
And that's awesome. So like we don't promote it, we don't push it out there because I don't want people taking advantage of somebody's kindness. Like if you tell me you have to have it, yeah, we'll get you that help. But I don't want just everybody going like, yeah, I know a therapist, and then just flood that person.
I want to take something that you said and go totally off track to a completely different subject.
Let's do it.
Because it made me reminded me of something that happened. You said taking advantage of something, you giving them money, and you don't want anybody to take advantage. And you try to think the best of most people.
Yeah.
And the story has to do with like food stamps or the bridge card thing. Okay. Because I'm one of those people. Like we grew up poor, so our family, fucking A. So like our family for a while had to rely on food stamps and shit like that. Our dad worked his ass off. Our mom was working. She was at home. This is one of those things. You fucking live in Northern Michigan, man. It's fucking poor up here.
Yep.
So you try to support those people and say sometimes people need help. But I was in the mall. I was at FYE in the mall. I don't remember what I was buying, but I was standing in line. And this motherfucker, because you can use those bridge cards now and just use them as an ATM machine and pull cash out.
Are you kidding?
No. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So this dude... That's the thing. When I hear people say that, when I heard that, I'm like, that's kind of fucked. Like, but I try to give people the benefit of the doubt anyway. I'm at FYE, and this fucking dude in front of me tried to use a bridge card to pay for like DVDs or whatever the fuck he was buying, and the dude at the cashier's like, dude, sorry, I can't take that.
No.
He's like, oh, is there an ATM around here? He fucking pointed him out an ATM, and he left, and then I didn't say anything. I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
even I don't know. I get mad about that stuff just because.
I mean, some people, and I've heard this argument before. Some people will say, "Well, I used my money to buy food, so I'm using this to buy the things I was going to buy." Fuck that shit.
That's what that thing's for. I don't know. I look at it back as my brother stayed with us for a while, and because he just didn't have, he was trying to fucking make it by, you know.
Yeah.
So he went and he got state assistance, got the bridge card or whatever. But I didn't like even like the things it will allow you to get. Like I feel it should be like WIC. Like, hey man, I have 4 kids. We used WIC. You go to the store, it'll only tell you the things that you can. That's the only thing it works on. Like this works on this. Only this size of cheese. I think the bridge card should work the same fucking way. My brother was on it, and he'd fucking go out and he'd buy like cases of Dr. Pepper and Doritos, and that's what he'd buy with it. And he'd just fucking sit in my house and munch on Doritos and drink Dr. Pepper and eat all the rest of the food that I was buying. And I'm just like that.
Did you ever say anything? Did it cause a fight?
Oh yeah. I still call him out on it. Like you're like a douche, man. Don't be knocking that. Like, but now he's doing well and not on any of that state assistance stuff.
Yeah.
But even when you're on it, like I don't feel like there should be stipulations. Hey man, we're all paying for you to eat. Like if I don't get to eat steak every night, you sure as fuck don't get to eat steak every night. Like that's just the way I look at it. Like it should be limited. Like
I don't necessarily. Here's the thing. I hate to see people using it on junk food, Mountain Dew, Doritos, fucking Little Debbie's or whatever, because to me it just perpetuates the stereotype of like poor fat people.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't mind if people buy steak. It kind of rubs me the wrong way though.
No,
because you buy fucking steak and lobster or whatever.
It's not even that they buy steak or lobster. I'm looking more as like with WIC. It's a certain amount. You get so many. You get so much. Like if it's you want to buy steak, that's fine. If it gives you, I don't know, you get 3 pounds of meat or whatever, you know, from your produce. Your 3 pounds of produce meat. That's buy whatever you want with it, or you know whatever. I don't know how whatever number they stipulate. I don't care if you buy steak with it, or you buy ground beef, or you buy pork, you buy chicken.
Yeah.
I don't care where it goes. I think there should be a limit, though. I don't think if the state says you get $100 on your bridge card every month, and you walk in and buy New York strip and fill your fucking refrigerator with New York strip, and then go to the Salvation Army and get them to give you a bunch of fucking food.
No, that's where I get fucking pissy.
You know, like what I'm saying? Like, that's my problem. Where, like, there are other places they can get food. So if they're just going in and like, fuck it, state's gonna pay for me to eat New York strip every night, I'm not okay with that. Like, I'm fine with if, hey, state says I can buy 4 pounds of New York strip a month. Like, fuck it, go buy 4 pounds. Like, that's fine, because at some point I'm gonna buy a steak this month. So go fucking ahead. Yeah, I'm good with that. I don't taking advantage of the system, taking advantage of anything. I don't know that I'm just not okay with it. Like even when I was on WIC, I'm like, I don't want to do, like, if I could get around it, I'm like, no, I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it right now. Like we're gonna let this card like just it'll lapse, whatever.
Well, that's what I feel like. If it were me, I feel like if I was on the bridge card, I would be. This is going to make it sound like you should be ashamed of yourself if you're on it, and that's not the case. Because, like I said, man, but I would feel shitty if I was in there using a bridge card. Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't use it. I don't know.
Yeah, there were definitely times when that WIC card was beneficial, because man, my kids would eat like 8,000 pounds, still do, like 8,000 pounds of cereal. You're going through like 50 gallons of milk a week, man. It's stupid. WIC helped with milk. Like, it was like, there are things that is definitely.
we were so poor when we were growing up. It was fucking powdered milk, and we had powdered milk and powdered eggs. You were too little to remember it. I was like,
I remember.
Oh, I was like, fuck, this milk sucks.
But no, like, I don't. No, that's what that program's there for. And any of the people that are on it and living honestly, great, man. But I feel like those people that are doing that, they also see those people that are taking advantage of the system.
Yeah.
Like, people that are just, they can't afford more kids, but they have another kid because state's going to kick them up with more money.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to cover it. Like, I see those stories all the time where, you know, a lady will be living large because she's got like 8 kids. I'm like, that's not right. At some point, state's got to step in and go, nope. Sorry. Like,
I don't know the line.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I can't draw that line. You can't. We can't expect our state lawmakers to draw that line. It's, I don't know. I feel like people have to come in and just go like, you know what? I'm gonna have to change my ways. Like 8 kids probably enough. Like I'm probably good here. You know,
I drew the line at the Caucasians I bought with that bridge card. It's Day of the Dude.
It is, man.
It's the last day hangover. Levi, we're double fisted right now because Dave brought.
Mine's gone. So.
Oh, all right. Well,
yours is gone. But Dave brought in. So happy Day of the Dude.
Happy Day of the Dude, man.
Yeah.
Dave brought in Buzzsaw IPA, which I've heard about. It's from Arbor Brewing Company. I want to see Levi take a sip because I want to see his IPA face.
It's got a lovely citrus.
Oh, did you taste it already?
Yeah. It's supposed to be like a Lumberjack's IPA.
Yeah,
oh, that's a good fruity. That's a good, good citrusy. Yeah,
good, man.
It's good beer. But you said that.
Oh, yeah, I drink that.
We are. You said that you almost skipped the podcast just so you could go to the State Theater in Traverse City to watch Lebowski because that's on at the State tonight.
Yeah, 9:00. So if you want to catch the rest,
it's on at 9.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, maybe I'll go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so if anybody is like watching this, like watch it on your phone the last couple of minutes and get your ass to the State. And
I think it's on
Lebowski.
Netflix.
It is
watched on there.
It is on Netflix, but it's not. That's not the State.
I know. It's such a cool
gonna
place.
Be like? What is it gonna be like? A quarter to fucking watch it? I mean, that place is bitching.
I think it's a free movie. I think it's free tonight.
Fucking go there then. Jeez,
I gotta get this podcast
Not
up.
you, like all them people. You people go.
Oh, it's already gonna air by the time this gets up, probably.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be working
go live anymore.
No, it's not live.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, you came on one of the few live early
I was on
podcasts.
the OG live podcast.
No, the internet's garbage down here.
Oh, that's right. We had such a
So there was a time we were running a fucking 150-foot Ethernet cord from the 3rd floor, and we're in the basement. So it was fucking coming down those stairs and winding around and fucking wrapping them up. It was a fucking shit show.
Trip hazard. Somebody's gonna die on those fucking steps.
All right. Well, hey, don't go watch it then because it's gonna be fucking over.
But no, we just decided to just record audio, edit it. So what I got to do, it's like this whole fucking rigmarole where I got to record audio with the software, send it up to Dropbox, up to space, and then bring it back down to my phone, and then I can sync up the audio with my phone and then post it. So it takes 3 times as long.
He acts like it's such a fucking ordeal, but it's...
I'm the one doing it!
Yeah, I know you're the one doing it.
And if I fuck it up and I got to start over, which has happened before, he hears me go, God fucking damn it!
Look, the fact that you can do it means that it's not that hard.
First of all... editing is an acquired skill that I've learned how to do through time and gotten much, much better at it.
A lot of time. A lot of time.
12 years.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I just had my 12 years at the radio station. Mm-hmm. I'm up for Red Hot Best.
Wait,
I'm
does
in the top
that
10.
12 years include your extended summer vacation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
That was only 4 months.
There was 2 months of that were negotiating the return.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, because in the meantime we had the the fight was it McGregor?
We had a fight party over here, McGregor and Mayweather. Yeah,
that was sweet, good times.
Yeah, we had a lot of beer over there that night. That was the night where because I'm a host in this party, and I don't want to leave while people are still here, but I was getting fucking hammered. I was standing. You stayed the night, right?
I did.
And I fucking was.
I slept somewhere over there.
I think you were still here. Brad was still here, and I was standing in the kitchen talking to people, and I was doing one of the sway things. And I'm like, I gotta go to bed, you guys.
How many fucking people did you have over here?
I bet there was 30 at one point.
I can't picture there being more than 5 people over here.
It was like everybody filled in there, people standing out here. Plus, it was
damn.
We had 9 and 10 sports reporter Brady Stevens.
Is
it Brady Stevens, 9 and 10 sports reporter? He was here, and he had some hot fucking chicks. But anyway, it was
is that who
packed.
showed up
They were late.
Yeah, like out
they
of
brought
nowhere.
Beer and shit.
Yeah,
chicks sitting on the floor right
and
here.
they're just like, oh, we're here, and we're like, oh, all right,
I don't
extra
know,
people. What's going on? Hey,
Jesus,
pull up a chair.
I had some dude show up to the party. I didn't know who it was. It was like somebody I knew said, "Hey, I got this guy, and he wants to watch the fight. Can he come?" I'm like, fuck, all right. And he's a nice enough guy, but it was just like weird.
What was like $20?
Yeah.
Straight to pay for the guy.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
All right.
Pay your money, you're in.
But you're in the top 10 for the Red Hot Best as well.
Yeah, well, not me.
22 to None's charity event, DK5K.
Well, the DK5K, yeah, which we kind of took like ownership of, I guess, this year, because there was talks about making that its own 501c.
Oh, really?
Are you going to run in the DK5K?
Yeah, this year. I told him at Right Brain on Saturday night that I was running the DK5K. We'll see how it
When
goes.
is that? When is it?
September
21st.
Oh, you got plenty of time.
I know.
Yeah, he said he's
to
gonna
prepare.
carry my cinder block. It's gonna be awesome.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
That's too much.
Look,
Oh,
man,
maybe I said you were
you've
gonna do
carried
that.
so many cinder blocks. You should be able to do it fucking easy.
I'm out of condition for that, man.
Just right on the shoulder.
I'm
You'll
out
be
of
fine.
condition.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
out of
easy.
condition for that.
I got a chain on and everything. You just throw it over your shoulder and carry it.
Yeah. What's so hard about
That's
that?
what I've done.
The fact is, I'm soft now, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta
then
get
that-
conditioned.
Then it'll have lots.
There's a different kind of
cushion
conditioning
you.
for carrying blocks too, by the way. I remember this is before I went in the Army and I was working. My dad was a stonemason, right? And just a regular mason. Regular mason. Make it sound so fucking shitty.
Not a Freemason.
Not a
Just
Freemason.
Mason.
But I remember we were doing, this is before I was in the Army, so before I was really in shape. And we were doing chimney blocks. And those are 12-inch blocks. Those are big motherfuckers. And my dad had some dude working with him who was a legit bodybuilder. Like, he was ripped. And I'm just fucking twig arm, mediocre Smith, you know? And I'm fucking running circles around that guy. Running circles. I got to plug this thing in because that's going to...
Yeah, that's not good. You're gonna want
Give me
that.
the
Let's
cord.
do that right now.
Give me the cord.
Hey, do that.
Jesus Christ.
You're going to have to pull that closer to me.
It's not gonna reach.
Can you move the... There you go.
Get it?
You got it? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We're winning.
So anyway, I was working circles around this fucking guy. He was just putting blocks down and going, then carrying one at a time. I'm one in each hand. It's a different kind of like thing. You got to fucking work up to that.
Well, there's a difference between being the strong guy and being in work condition.
Right. Oh yeah.
It's like being in mid-season form in football or whatever. It takes a while to get into that fucking condition and to get yourself conditioned.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree completely. And my old man, like, he didn't ever go to the gym, but was like in pretty good shape. And everybody would ask him, like, "Oh, what do you work out? You do something?" He's like, "No, I fucking work for a living.
Yeah.
I split my own firewood, I carry my own firewood, like all that shit." Like, and that's what we did growing up too. Is I mean, it's like the progression. That's how I always laugh, like telling the stories of how I grew up. I'm like, well, and at first, Dad would split and stack, and he did all that shit. Once we were big enough, Dad would split and we'd stack. And then once it was big, and like we were big enough, and we could unload the truck. We'd unload the truck. Like it was like as you gauged it.
What time? What age did you start splitting wood?
Well, fuck, I don't know, like 9.
I was 9 or 10. I was 9 or 10. Yeah,
as soon as I could swing them all.
yeah. It was a legit chore.
Yeah.
Go split fucking wood and bring it inside.
I never got to split wood. I just stacked it.
Yeah.
I remember like trying to call my old man's bluff the one time, like, because he'd always say, like, at the end of the night, that wood box better be full.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh yeah, whatever, So I went to sleep one night and that fucker wasn't full, and I woke up, it was fucking freezing. And I know the old man had to be cold too. And he goes, "Oh, it's pretty cold in here, isn't it?"
That's a dad thing.
Yeah.
Dad would say that shit too.
He's like, "It's pretty cold in here, isn't it?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, I was fucking freezing, Dad. He's like, "I guess you better throw your snow pants on and go get some fucking firewood, huh?" And that was the last time that firebox was never fucking filled.
Dude, here's another shitty northern Michigan shore. I'm sure other people, because the road we lived on, it was Manley Road in between Rapid City and Alden, okay? With just this shit driveway that go up to our house. There was an incline. It wasn't even that much of an incline, but it wasn't graded out and leveled out properly. So when it was super snowy, we didn't necessarily have anybody plowing. So we would always get stuck getting up into the driveway. So I had to like take the ashes from the wood stove and bring it down and spread it down so people could get in and out.
Yeah. Well, what else are you going to do with the ashes from your wood stove anyway? Ours just went to the driveway. Like that's what it was, man.
We sound like we are
like 16
1890 pioneers talking about back then when I had to kill my dinner.
Yep, we're in fucking Alaska, out in the fucking country.
God damn it, man.
No, I think that's growing up poor. Like other people probably had like they would like get their guy to come plow and make sure it like nice. I'm like,
no, shovel.
Get fucking out there.
With the one shovel. We've got one shovel so you can all share it.
Yeah. My dad built our wood, the sled for hauling wood. He built it because that's my dad does. He's not going to go buy a fucking sled. This thing was fucking massive. Like if you, I remember we used it for fucking everything, but he built it for that. It was a sheet, no shit, of like tin for like a roof, like steel roofing. Like that's what it was. And he built the frame and then bent this fucker around it and then hammered it all together. It was fucking heavy as shit.
Yeah.
And I remember he's like, this fucking sled will last forever. I bet you that sled's still fucking alive. I have no idea where it is. That fucker was heavy. Because I remember like we'd be sledding out in the back and that's what Dad would bring back. He's like, I got my sled. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. So he'd be coming down the hill and fucking you get the fuck out of the way if that thing's coming down because it's going to fucking cut you in half. That thing was so badass. But I don't know. The old man used to do so much cool shit with that. Like we'd go out in the ice. Like we were surrounded by cows because that's where I grew up. There's fucking cows everywhere.
Where'd you grow up?
Sterling.
Okay.
Yeah, we're right there on I-75. We're a huge junkyard. That's not the town. That's just the exit. It's right there next to the junkyard. But the cow pasture had a big low spot, and in the winter it'd all freeze over. And the old man talked to the neighbor, and he's like, "Hey, if I clear this off, kids can ice skate and all that shit?" He's like, "Hell yeah, go out there. Just don't fuck with the cows." We're like, "Well, cows ain't gonna fucking go on this ice." All right. He'd bring that sled and he'd get fucking zinging around and sling that fucker around. Man, if you fell off, you hoped you fell far enough it didn't fucking come back around and hit you. That fucking thing. I don't know. He did all kinds of weird shit. He added like handles on the side for steering, all kinds of stuff. The old man's, he's pretty fucking smart up there, but yeah, he built shit to last.
Our dad didn't build a lot of contraptions like that necessarily. He was pretty handy. I was going to tell a story, and I'm actually second guessing myself if that's the story I really want to put out there. But I've actually told this story on there before. I was going to say, no, our dad just drunk drive with us in the car.
That must have been before I was conscious.
I remember this is one of the events. This is right before he quit drinking, so I don't know. I'm sure it had a lot to do with it, but he's a non-vet, so he's kind of crazy. Yep. And, his brother had recently killed himself. So I think he just kind of went on a bender, which I fucking would too, I think.
Right, yeah.
So there was a lot of events leading up to his sobriety, and I just remember he got kicked off from coaching the baseball team because he drove us to practice. And he was hammered, and I just remember I don't know if it was me and my buddy or me and brothers or whoever, but you would drive him down this dirt road in their station wagon. He was shit-faced. I remember we were hauling ass, and I remember he was drinking a bunch of fucking Faygo Red Pop because he's trying to get trying to sober up, drinking a bunch of Faygo fucking Red Pop. I just remember he was drunk as shit with this red mouth. He's just fucked.
God damn it. I didn't know about
it's
that.
Funny now.
Yeah.
Everything's funny after.
Yeah, everything's funny 30 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's funny like a year and a half later sometimes. I think it depends on the severity of whatever it was.
It's funny if they're a different person now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he was that guy, and now he's not.
Or even if it's something just out of context of what that person normally does. Like, oh, yeah, okay, that was the one time where, like, so-and-so drank yada yada, and fucking, okay, and now he's never done that shit, but,
You were saying that we were talking sports a little bit off the air.
Yeah.
You said we're talking college basketball. Purdue had lost, so that means Michigan State are actually playing for something, for the tournament
on Saturday.
Yep. I have had this knockdown drag out fight with a buddy of mine for years and years and years now because he roots for Michigan State. He can't understand how I can root for both teams. Who do you root for?
I root for U of M in everything.
Okay.
But this is my state, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, if Michigan State's playing anyone other than Michigan, I root for Michigan State. I will, and then I go so far as I will root for just about everyone in the Big Ten. Obviously, there's one team I won't root for.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that one.
If they play somebody, I will yell go 10 the whole game. I will never yell go whatever it is. I won't say I won't even give them a letter. I don't give them a color. I just go Big Ten.
This is why I love sports, because because we were talking about in a past podcast with James Cook, his wife's a Packer fan, and I'm like, I don't know if I could be with somebody that fucking loved a team that I hated so much. But that's why I love sports, because we fucking take it way more seriously than we probably should.
Right. Well, I always laugh. Like people go like, "Oh, you're a Michigan fan, so you went to U of M?" I'm like, No, I sure didn't.
No.
They're like, so how can you root for him? Like, well, I didn't go to any other fucking college either. So I got to pick one of them.
That's actually the argument that I use is I didn't go to any of the fucking schools, so I don't care who wins. Like, I care if they win, but they're both Michigan teams to me. So, like, when Michigan plays Michigan State, I just want a good game, and I want whoever to fucking, I think you had said whoever wins is automatically in the tournament. They're both in the tournament anyway.
Right. Yeah, they got good enough records to both be in the tournament. It's just going to be a matter of seeding. So.
But, like, I just want to see – I would love to see a Michigan team win the title. I don't give a fuck who it is,
Yeah, I look at it – yeah, because all it ever comes down to is like there's a couple neighbors or a couple friends will be like, "Oh yeah, we got you this time." I'm like, oh, well, it happens, There's always another game. They'll play more later,
Yeah. Did you, Levi? You said that Golden State. You said they had just drafted.
They drafted.
Whenever the draft was.
They drafted a woman into like the developmental league. It's NBA 2K.
The D League.
I don't know if that's
that. So that just happened.
Yeah.
Bring that up and talk about. That's.
You fucking work on this shit.
What do you mean work? You got to type in your phone. That's not work. You're on your goddamn phone all the fucking time anyway. I think that's really interesting because we were talking off the air about it, and when I say on the air, we're on a fucking podcast. God, stupid.
We're on the air. Somewhere.
Yeah.
It's got to float something.
I wouldn't dare play this podcast on the air.
Well, you can do anything you want on your last day of your job. You can do whatever you want. That's a guarantee. On the last day you work somewhere, you can always do whatever you want. Like if I
ever leave the radio station, I'm going out with a bang.
Yeah. Like that's I always like.
When I say going out with a bang, going out with a good bang.
Yeah, see,
not a bad bang.
like on the desk on the air, like just banging away.
There's windows in the studio, man.
So,
I don't want anybody looking in.
No, like it's always we got at work we got a trainer, and that's what he'll always say whenever we go down there for do our training and stuff. He'll be like, he's like, well, you can do whatever you want on your last day. And then like the first time I'm like, oh, well, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, fuck, if you want to, if it's your last day, and you know what's your last day? Well, fuck, you can shit on the guy in the boss's desk. It's your last day anyway. Like, what are they going to do? I'm like, you're right. I guess you can do whatever you want on the last day.
Yeah.
See, this is the danger. I told you should research this shit.
Why did you Snopes it and it's all fake?
No. NBA 2K is a video game league.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Way
they
to
just
go, Levi.
They just drafted a female.
Wait a second.
Fantasy
Yeah,
phase.
You do this podcast with me, am I right?
Yeah, but I don't care about it nearly as much. So,
do you want to just be my permanent co-host?
Yeah, man.
Fucking podcast?
Sure, let's fire it up.
Jesus fucking Christ.
look,
Well, he's going to be here anyway, though.
I don't
isn't he?
care about anything as much as you care about anything. So there's
Fishing.
Yeah, that's the one thing. It's the one thing that I care about.
What about falling down for no reason, carrying big bags of shit?
I do that way less than he does.
Are you sure?
I don't fall down very often, although I did fall down. I came back in the other night after we got that huge fucking snowfall, that
You
blizzard.
fell down again?
This is not what I meant.
You Smith
It's not what
guys
I
are
meant.
great at this game.
Look, first of
I'm
all, there are
terrible
going
at
to be people that probably comment on something and say, oh, you fall down all the time. That's not true. It's not.
No, because
I usually fall down.
It's Josh, right? Josh is the one that can't stand up for nothing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Josh can't stand up. I fall down on average once a winter. Okay, I slip and fall
Dude,
once a
I've
winter.
seen that at least.
Haven't? When? Where? When?
Well, one, when I picked you up from Scotty's wedding.
I was going to say, you felt that
You
with
ate
Scotty's
shit.
wedding.
Oh yeah, so I slipped and fell. I was, by the way, hammered.
What does
And-
that
No,
matter?
it doesn't.
I'm just.
No, it's you fall down.
No, listen. Let me finish. You got to admit that was a really graceful, slow fall. Like I knew I was doing it, and I just laid down.
You still fucking fell down. And then you told me that you fell down when you were cleaning your car off.
Well, our driveway is so snowpacked, and in order to let other people in, I have to park next to the snowbank. So I had started my car and was wiping it off, walking around the car, and I had to kind of like walk sideways in between my car and the snowbank so I can get the one sides. And I just happened to take a wrong step and going down right in the snowbank. Boom! I come inside. I go, hey, if you want to laugh, why don't you take a look at the fucking Smitty print that I left out there in the snowbank? Just this big fucking walrus mark.
I was getting out of your car a couple weeks ago.
Down he goes.
Yeah.
It was so icy.
And the whole fucking driveway was a sheet of fucking ice. And I put my foot down, and I put pressure on it, and fucking leg just shot out and under the car under the car door, and I was leaning out, and like I was like, I can pull myself back in, but it'll just be easier to fucking fall out of the car.
Then just get up.
I just fucking fell out of the car and got up.
Do you let like seasonal depression bother you or anything? Like, do you let the winter bother you? Because I fucking do, and I hate to admit it, but I just hate life when I get to this time of year and it's still shitty.
Because I was going to bring up your rant yesterday.
Oh, I did it on air rant. A lot of people talked about it. A lot of people liked it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was funny as hell, and I was laughing, and I had my 9-year-old in the back, and he was listening to it, and it gets all done, and he knows that we, like, you and I hang out, and I'm like, that's pretty funny, and I'm kind of explaining, like, like it kind of sucks, the winter, some people drive shitty, and he's like, yeah, the winter, and he goes, is that Smitty? I'm like, yeah, and he goes, that's funny, and I'm like, all right, well, that's a win, way to go, Smitty, made funny shit.
You know, the worst part of that story is the amount of people that actually thought I stole a car.
Like, I read it, and I'm like, I read it.
See, here's the
thing. And then I
thing.
thought I read it wrong. So then I'm just like, I'm not going to comment because I feel like I'm reading it wrong. I'm just going to let it ride because unless I go like, hey, Smitty, what did you fucking mean by this? Because I'm all fucked up.
Here is how the seasonal depression thing affected me. I've been in not today, but yesterday up until I did that rant, which made me feel so much better. Mm-hmm. I've been in a historically bitchy, stressed out mood where everything just makes me want to say, go fuck yourself.
Well, I think you're also like, aren't you? You're trying to quit smoking at the moment.
Yeah.
So that is kind of
that has
adding
something to do with
I'm
it.
sure.
That has something to do with it. But so I go into Walgreens yesterday morning. Roads are shitty.
Yeah.
Go in and out, and I go to get in the wrong car. It was parked right next to my car. I'm already just didn't want to go into work. I was pissy about going into work. I was having a fucking bad day already. And I open the door and I start to sit in the wrong car. I'm like, fuck. Go and sit in my car, and I post on Facebook. Literally, the words were
just got into
not my car, turning around.
Yeah.
And turning around now, something like that.
Yep.
In my head, it was delivered like, well, turning around, going home because I don't fucking need. That's
calling
how
it a
I
day.
meant.
Fucking
Calling
out.
it a day. Fuck this.
Yep.
Dude, there's so many people. You fucking stole a car, and I'm like, you motherfuckers. Like, do you really think I got into somebody else's car? I was so pissed when I got to work and I saw all these people, including some of my best fucking friends and my brother who texted me, did you really fucking steal a car? I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, people. Read the shit. Like, no. Do you really think I sat in a car that wasn't mine and shifted a shifter that feels way different, and there's other people's shit in the car? None of this is mine. This looks way different. You really think I drove down the road in it?
You've got so much shit in your car that you would notice immediately.
Oh, this car's clean. Jesus Christ. I'm like, you motherfuckers actually thought. So I was really pissed off that that all these people
totally unreasonably pissed off.
Well, and I could tell how pissed off he was too, because whenever I come in, I'm always so worried that I'm gonna slip with something I can't say. So to hear you go on your rant and know that you're gonna go on a rant bad enough that I'm gonna pre-record this so I can bleep the shit out of this.
No, I mean I need to get this off my chest. I was having a fucking bad day. And this all happened. It was a really long 3.5 minute rant about shitty weather drivers too.
Yeah,
and
I know, because I was like, I'm on board. I like all you're saying. I like all you're saying. And then I got thinking about my huge truck, the work truck. I'll clean as much as I can get off, but that truck is fucking huge. So
yeah.
Some of it doesn't clean up,
different.
and I'm just that asshole.
Dude, no. That's fucking different.
I know it's different, but here's where I felt mad because I love watching that huge fucking trail of snow and fucking people going like, I can't see.
But
at least you're aware, and it's a bigger fucking truck.
Oh, it's
you
huge,
can't
dude.
get up on it, get it off.
It's 30,000 pounds. It's huge.
When I'm driving an art van truck, and I turn the corner out of the store, and fucking 1.5 foot of snow is flying off the top of the box, and it literally takes 3 miles of driving for it all to come off, and it's a fucking whiteout behind me. I'm like, fuck you guys, sorry.
That's a lot different though than a car.
Oh yeah, my car, you can reach
tall.
all your things. Yeah, just clean it off. Yeah, I dig doing the car, but yeah, my truck. I was like, all right, I'm kind of a dick with the work truck, but I'll try, because you can tell the faster you can go. If you get a big straightaway and there ain't a shit ton of cars, you can. All right, we're going to open her up, and we're going to blow all this shit off and, try not to be as big a dick as we can. But sometimes you're like, well, that guy that's driving way too fucking close is about to be really pissed off. Sorry, man.
Well, again, that is one of the shitty weather asshole drivers that are riding too close, too.
Well, I look at that two different ways. You can be a dick and be riding too close. If a guy's going, I always judge it. If my car gets loose, all right, that's too fast. You slow down about 5 miles an hour, get the car checked, and then you're good. That's how you judge it. So if you got a guy where my car came loose just cruising at such and such, you need to slow your ass down too. And if not, I'll pull right the fuck over. Yeah, go the fuck around, big guy. You want to go faster? Fucking sweet. That's always my thing. If everyone else on the road can go 45, but you're determined to go 20... and drive with your hazards on, pull the fuck over, let everyone around you real quick.
What's your
and get your ass back on the road then. But for fuck's sake, those are emergency lights. They're hazard lights. They're not, I'm a pussy and I can't drive it.
I had a guy going 35 on Keystone up the hill on dry roads today. I'm like, all right, whatever. You go as slow as you want.
It's funny, the things that work me up, probably more than Dave, how quick my trigger is. Sometimes I can go from 0 to fucking 10 like that,
right?
And just be completely unreasonable. And today, I had a fairly reasonable drive into work. I wasn't in a bad mood or anything. That rant yesterday totally helped. But as soon as I was done and get done yelling, I was like, okay. So today on the way to work, I have this thing where I drive into work and I time the lights. I've done this so long, I know how long the lights last. I know where the lights are timed. If this light's green, I know I'm going to make the next light if things work out.
Right.
So I'm in a 25 mile an hour zone. But it's more of an industrial park zone, so I don't really pay attention to those laws. I do 35. It's like an aero park kind of thing, And this motherfucker, I can see the green light way down there. And this fucking guy in front of me was doing 15. And like I said, from 0 to 10, I just punch my fucking steering wheel and I just yell out loud, "You 15 mile an hour driver, motherfucker!" And then I was all right again. Sometimes you just gotta let it out, man.
No, dude.
I would be hilarious to just fucking record people in their car without them knowing and just see what kind of fucking vulgar things these people say, people picking their noses or something.
It sounds like it might be a lot like yours. Like I will like it. It's funny. Like when my kids are in the car, I'll kind of like half-ass censor it. And then I'll look back and I'm going to go, you see that guy in front of us? That guy's a jackass. Don't ever drive like that or I'll take your fucking car keys away. They're like, what if it's my car? I'm like, I'll take your fucking car keys. I don't care. I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, listen, I'm the dad. I'll take that shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. So it's funny now, like every once in a while, they're like, I'll hear from the back, like, are they driving like an idiot, Dad? I'm like, are they driving like an idiot? I go, yeah, they are. I'm like, good man. Don't drive like that. Like they're smart.
How far are your, how old are your kids again? How far are they away from driving age?
My daughter will be 14 this summer.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude. It's coming.
Plus, you got a girl that's a teenager.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, kill me. Shoot me in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, she is... I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people are like, mine's the best. Fuck you. My daughter's the best. No, she definitely has her shitty moments and she knows more than me, which is funny. I think she's smarter than me, but she doesn't know more than me, which is great. I still hold
You're wiser. She's smarter.
Yeah.
You're wiser.
Yeah. All my kids are really, really smart. Take after them. Like I was intelligent, but I think I was like common sense intelligent. Like I got good grades because I was common sense smart. Like,
sure.
Oh, I need to know this shit. Like, and this teacher said this thing 3 fucking times today. Probably important. This is something I should know. Whereas everybody else is like, I don't know what to study on the test. I'm like, all the shit they said a lot. That's the shit to study. So like she's just super, super smart. She fucking takes things in. Like it's weird. Like having a kid. Like when I was a kid, I'm like, my dad would be like, well, maybe you should read. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna go play football.
Yeah, read.
Read, that's stupid. Like shit, like you should go outside. And she's like, but I'm reading a really good book. And I'm like, well, how far are you? And she's like, I'm 3/4 of the way through. I'm like, when'd you start? 4 minutes ago. I'm like, holy fuck. But she's like super, super smart. But yeah, she's like deathly afraid of driving. Like I've tried to, like, I'm like, you want to just like in the parking lot? You want to jump in the car? And she's like, no. Like I can't drive you.
I feel like there's a lot of kids.
You gotta fucking learn eventually. Like they're not just gonna go, here you go, here's a license. Now drive in a parking lot. Like
I feel like
learn.
The urge to drive with kids is a lot less than it was when we were growing up. There's a lot more kids now that don't get their license until 18 or 19 even.
Yeah.
And like you didn't get your license till late too, right?
Yeah, I was 18.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it's increasing numbers of kids that just don't really want to get their license, and that's fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
Like the one thing I wanted was to fucking get my license and get my car so I could go do shit.
Yeah, like I was trying to find the soonest class, like because what is it, like you gotta be like 14 in 9 months or some shit to start driver's training.
Yeah,
because then by the end you'll be 15 or whatever the hell it is. Like I remember, like, are there any classes up here? And there, because I was in Gaylord High School and like they didn't have any. But that summer, which would have worked out perfect, and my grandfather taught driver's training, they're like, my mom was like, well, you can just go spend the summer with Grandpa and learn to drive, which was cool and not so cool.
Because you're going to go live with Grandpa.
I didn't live with my grandpa. No, my grandpa's fucking awesome. It's just...
no, my grandpa was awesome too, but I didn't want to live with him.
Right. Well, even like learning, like driving and shit, like I feel like a complete stranger won't call you a fucking idiot. But when they're family, they're like less like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? Like he's like, go. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what the fuck to do.
I would give so much money to be able to have my grandpa call me a fucking idiot.
Well, that's why I learned like all the stuff that like I see people not do now. Like edging it. If you're gonna make a left and there's no left turn light, you edge out into the fucking lane. So at some point you get to turn. And I remember we sat at a light for a really, really long time behind someone, and he was just bitching. And he's like, you see what this guy's doing to us? Because he won't edge out. Yeah. We're never going to make this fucking left turn. So I was like, all right, well, this seems important because the amount of bitching he's putting into it, because I'm a common sense smart guy. I'm like, the amount of bitching. So the first time I ever got to a light and it was fucking like, I'm like, we're merging way the fuck out in this. I was in the middle. Like, I could almost not make the left. I was so fucking far out of the turn.
Dude, I had my ex-girlfriend, she's still my friend, her kid, his name's Max, and had him in the car from a Traverse City to Sheboygan trip, and he was of learning how to drive age. So I let him drive my car from like fucking Mansalona to Sheboygan. So if you're listening out of state, that's an hour drive.
Yeah.
With expressway shit. And, you know, I'm trying to explain to him at least how it works in my brain and how they taught us how to judge obstacles in the road, potential obstacles in the road. You always want to see what's coming up. Mm-hmm. You see a car quarter mile down the road coming out to an intersection. He's going to turn. Okay, where's he going to turn? Let's think about this. Is he going to pull out in front of us and turn right and be going our direction, or is he going to come around? You're thinking about that shit all the time.
Yep.
So I was telling him that, and I said, okay, you got a pothole coming up. Okay? You got a pothole coming up. You got a pothole coming up. You want to just swerve left a little. You want to just go left a little bit. There's a big pothole coming up. There's a big fucking pothole. Boom! Fucking pothole. I'm like, you heard me say there was a pothole, right? He's like, yeah, but I didn't want to swerve too much. I'm like, you gotta be gradual. You gotta get a little bit of
It's
love,
all
man.
in the hips,
yeah,
man.
it's all in the hips.
Right.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
It's just, I think some kids, most kids, are just dumb. When you're 15, you're just
Yeah, well, and I think it's definitely the kid. Like she doesn't want to drive. She wants nothing to do with it. She's frightened of it. So I think that's gonna be probably my big push this summer. Is we're gonna go fucking sit in a parking lot, and your ass is gonna drive at some point. Like you're gonna be 15 next year, and you're gonna have to fucking start driving in a car. So you're gonna want to know at least like how to turn it on and how to turn blinkers on and shit. Like you're gonna want to know little things. And but my boys, they're like, fuck it, let's get in. Like the neighbor, we were out back, we were throwing shit in the burning pile, and he's like, to my youngest, he's like, Trace, you want to drive? And we'd throw him in there, and same shit. Like, well, he's just gonna sit in the lap, you know. And we're just telling him like, all right, you tell us gas, you tell us brake, you tell us, because we're on the back of our property. Like, fucking come arrest me driving on my property. But. And
I feel like your kids could be however old you want if you're on your property.
That's what I figured.
You know, they're 2. Give them the fucking.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to follow any fucking traffic.
I think
laws
until
or
I'm on. I think I'm on Taylor Road. So that's what we're like the same thing. And he's driving, and we're doing the same shit. Like, all right, well, you got a tree coming up. Just ease to the left, ease to the left. You know, and the boys are like, I don't know. Both my boys are super responsive. Like, oh yeah, well, I don't want to fucking drive in that tree, so they're turning too. Like they get it. And my boy was all geeked. We were fucking loading hay one time. And the guy's like, all right, you just hop in the Suburban because we were just going to start slinging hay up onto a fucking trailer. You just drive and just follow that fucking roll, and we're just going to start throwing. And he's like, all right. And he got all done. He's like, how'd I do? I'm like, well, you sucked. But like,
you're still alive, and we made it.
But you're alive. We got the hay on. We're good.
Look, you got to have that brutal honesty with him, man.
Yeah, but she has no interest. The boys are both like, fuck it, let's do this. She doesn't want to ride like a dirt bike or any of that shit. My boy.
She totally girly girl?
She is the weirdest of the girly girls. Like, she's the one where, like, she wants to look pretty, wants to do all this stuff, but, like, the next second, she'll be, like, digging in the dirt, trying to find a bug because she wants to learn
She's in
about
that middle.
it.
You said she's almost 14, right?
Yeah.
So she's in that middle ground of, like...
She just wants to know shit.
Yeah.
So
it's like a curiosity thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like, she loves being pretty, but if something comes across as like, all right, well, you're going to have to get dirty to learn how to do this, she's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I want to know.
That's kind of rad.
Yeah.
You
like,
want them like that.
Dude, I keep telling her, I'm like, because she'll come home and she'll be like, boys are jerks. And they'll say, I'm like, yeah, boys aren't jerks. Sorry, we suck. Like, I'm like, yeah, we're terrible people. But I'm like, you're fine the way you are. Like, you just keep doing the model you're doing where you like who you are, you're good with it.
Yeah.
And a guy who sees that and likes that will come along. Don't jump on board with, well, that girl's popular right now. Well, that's fantastic. She's popular right now. Is she happy being popular? Like, is she happy with who she is, though, to be where she's at? Because I remember, like, in high school, people telling me stupid shit. Like, you know, if you got your hair cut a certain way or if you wore a certain clothes, like, you'd be way hotter. I'm like, I'd be the same fucking person in different clothes.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you'd be way better. I'm like, no, I wouldn't. I'm the same fucking person.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I said when I got back. Because I had long, shaggy, stupid, bleach blonde hair all through high school. And I got shit for it. And everybody treated me like I was shit for it. Because I didn't live up to the standards and look all fucking kept. I go to boot camp, I come back. This same fucking guy, they just shaved all my hair off. And everybody's like, oh, look at you, you're more respectable. I'm like, because I got no hair?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all you people are fucked up. Like, the way you look at the world is fucked up.
The same people fucking think Metallica sucks because they cut their fucking hair.
Yeah.
The same people.
Well, that's what I was gonna get on you, like, because you did the Bleeding of Me yesterday for the box.
The box, yeah.
And I was all geeked, and you're like, I thought that was some of the best writing. And I'm like, dude, Load and Reload were great
They're
albums.
great. We were actually talking about it
And
recently.
I had a bunch of people that say the same thing. Like, that ain't Metallica. I'm like, well, that's not.
The fuck it ain't.
It's not.
Who is it?
It's not thrash metal Metallica. It's not 6 to 8 minutes of just fucking hammering and beating the shit out of your equipment. But it's still Metallica. It's still really good music. Still great
It's some
lyric.
of their best songwriting.
Dude, at my wedding, I danced with my mom to Mama Said from Is That on Load or
Oh,
Reload?
yeah.
I fucking
Load.
love that
Yeah.
song. Great fucking song. You know, and so yeah, be all pissy. Like, I don't know, all the people that bitch about Metallica, everybody like, well, it's not real Metallica. I'm like, well, I own all the albums except for Garage Days because you can't fucking find it unless you pay $1 bajillion anymore.
What are you talking? Oh, the 598 EP.
Yeah.
Which they did re-release that.
Right. Never jumped on board. But
Yeah.
I own all the other albums, plus, you know, like anything they did extra, like the live Binge and Purge. I bought that huge box set to have all that shit. The S&M, I bought all that. But like, I bought everything I could have, and I would play it. Like when you do Metallica-thon, like I used to do.
Yeah.
I did that in Okinawa on Christmas Day. I started.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I started on Christmas because there's no.
All I did in Christmas Day in Korea was go to Seoul and get some whores.
Yeah, it was either Christmas or Thanksgiving, whatever holiday it was. We did one of them because it was like half-ass Christmas or half-ass snowy. It wasn't really cold. Like the ground was hard, but it wasn't. We did football and all kinds of shit. But I started Metallica in the morning, and I had.
So cool.
I jammed up until we got to Live Binge and Purge, and then I threw that on the TV, and I had that jamming as loud as I could with the fucking shit going on in the background, and James getting beers. You know, Newstead singing on songs and shit. You're like, what the fuck is this? Like, yeah, this is awesome. This is fucking great.
Have you seen? First of all, let me. Okay, let's talk about this. Have you seen any of the 30th anniversary shows that they did in the Fillmore in San Francisco, where Newstead rejoined them every night for like 2 or 3 songs?
No.
Mustaine joined them every night for 2 or 3 songs.
Get the fuck right out.
Oh no, I'll play some when we're done. It's fucking awesome.
Sweet.
It's fucking awesome. But you know what is exciting is when you see younger people like my nephew who's getting into Metallica and he wants to know all the albums and shit, and you know, that's exciting. Like I love on fucking YouTube some of these like reaction videos. I never used to be like a reaction video kind of thing. I'm like, it's fucking stupid. Look at me while I watch this.
Right.
You know? But there's some of them, like some of these dudes, like there's the King KTF YouTube channel, and that dude, there's some of those like hip hop dudes that are listening to fucking like metal for the first time.
Yeah.
Some of them are really contrived, and some of them are doing characters. But that one that I said, it's just like somebody genuinely fucking getting into it and saying, you could tell, you could see it in their face that they're just like, this is fucking amazing, and just really embracing the shit that I love. I love that shit.
Oh, dude, that I dig that. I've seen some of those. Like I saw I saw one where they did System of a Down and stuff like that. And you're watching kids like, what the fuck are they saying? I'm like, I don't know. You got either you get it or you don't. You know. But yeah, like, it's fun to see that shit. Like my kids. That's what not too long ago. I had a Facebook memory come up, and it was I had my CDs all laid out. And it was, I just went through and I laid out. I said, all right, today's Metallica Day, bud. And like, what do you want to do? And I asked my youngest, I was like, what are we picking? And he picked Ride the Lightning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sweet. Like, proud dad moment. Like,
fuck yeah.
Of this huge book of everything that's in here, of any CD, because that's how, you know, old
Did he
are.
pick it on like the artwork? He's like, check that out. I want to check that out. Or did he already know it?
He knew. My kids all know Metallica. That if it comes on, like kids shut up, music's on, like it doesn't matter. You like keep talking if you want, but I'm gonna turn it up till the speakers blow in the house or the car or wherever we're at.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. And so he knew. He's flipping through and he's like, oh, Metallica. And I'm like, I think he said Metallica, and I'm like, well, here's your options. And it's like fucking 30 CDs.
8 pages.
Yeah, he's like, on this one. I'm like, hey. But I like that he went to the old stuff and hammered out the old stuff. But
my nephew was like, he's messaging me, and he said, what Metallica albums do you have? And I'm like, well, I mean, I've literally owned and lost or either had stolen all of them.
Right.
Probably 2 or 3 different times. I think I just rebought Injustice for All. I might have rebought Master of Puppets recently, but I don't have any of them except for the new one. And like,
I think
I have S&M and Justice reissue, and I think maybe the Black Album reissue. But other than that, I don't have shit.
Yeah. See, I think I rebought like Injustice twice, and then had to buy the remastered reissued one the last time. I don't know. I did all that. But my favorite ones are I bought the Black Album, which is self-titled. This Metallica.
Yeah.
I got it. I know how it works. And
Dude, nobody fucking calls it the Metallica album.
I know.
It's the fucking Black album. They call it the Black album.
I know. I have that one, and I have Master of Puppets, but I bought them overseas, so they're the UK release.
Oh.
So they're different. Like the CD is different than the one you get here.
Yeah, I think I got some bootlegs still that I bought in Korea, and it's like Hero of the Day. Some of them with some demo stuff. Moldy is the Hero of the Day reissue or something like
because
that.
I think the Black Album, like the CD that was here, it's black with with the snake on it. I think is what you get. But mine is it's just gloss. It's just silver.
There's no snake.
There's no snake. It's silver with all like it says like Metallica. And then it's got all the songs labeled out on it. It's fucking cool as shit. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Keep that forever.
Yeah, I'm like,
this
this
is
is
gonna be worth money.
Fuck all you guys. But like, I was all geeked. I'm like, I got these cool like releases that nobody else has. But
what?
I love that shit, man.
What do you got coming up, man?
Fuck, I don't know. What day?
Anything with 22 to none?
I don't think we have anything coming up. We're doing we're doing stuff for the DK 5K.
Which is in September, which apparently I'm running.
Yeah, you're running it. April.
It's in April?
No. In April, we have a fundraiser for it at Moomers, like we did last year.
Oh, okay.
And Moomers is working with us. They're going to make a flavor. For the DK 5K.
Do you know what the flavor's going to be?
No, it's down to 4.
Look, here's the thing, man. I'm trying to get in shape, and I got a real problem with ice cream.
Listen, that's fine. You can still come out in April, eat ice cream, be in shape by fucking September.
Fuck!
And I can get the date. I can get it before we get out of here, too. But yeah, we're doing that. We'll do that. We'll do a couple fundraisers right before the DK 5K. Last year we did
the Drew Kostick Memorial 5K.
Yeah, man. And which is fun. Like, it's cool to be in the top 10. It's cool to be thought of as something that people should do up here. It's really fun. This year's going to be, I don't know. We're pretty excited. We've got 2 years under our belt to kind of learn the ropes, figure shit out. We're going to still be able to Twisted Trails, so it's the same place. So we're I don't know. We know it better. We can lay it out better. We got people coming in that build these obstacles that are going to fucking set it up this year. It's this.
Either way, I'm going to be. I'm fucking roped into running it, but I'm fucking
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like everybody looks at it and they go, "Wow, we'll tell certain people like, it's a DK 5K, tough run," and then we'll go, but it's not too tough if you don't want to run it, and they'll go, "Oh, so it's easy?" Like, no, it's built to your level. Like, any obstacle that you feel like you can't do, go around. But every obstacle is doable. Like, we've had kids from 5 years of age up, and the first year we had like a 70-year-old non-vet run it.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can do all the obstacles. It's just to what level you can do them at. And that's what we talk about. Like, no, don't fucking kill yourself trying to do it. Like, it's fun. And that's why we release everybody in 3 different groups. There's your competitive group. There's the mid-reg group.
I'm the mid-reg.
And then there's your walkers and just joggers, like you're chill.
That could be me too.
And then you just do it, man. And because the way we run it with endurance comes out, we pay them to come out. It costs us money to have them come out, but it's cool because they give you those little chip readers.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what group you leave in until you cross the start line. It doesn't start timing you. So even if you ran in the mid runners group, but you hauled ass and kicked ass and took third, you took third. Like if you ran faster than everybody and you caught up to the first group or however you fucking do it, like if you're third, you're third. There's no way around it. It's when you want to leave the groups. And then we try to get people to like do that. You know, obviously it's going to be easier for you to excel if you leave 10 minutes after everybody and you don't have to wait for anybody. So don't be a dick and do that. But no, I mean, you know, if you don't think you're in shape or you're going to perform that great and you put yourself in the mid-range group and you still end up fifth or whatever, you're not going to get a trophy. You're not going to get anything fantastic. But, I mean, you're going to feel pretty good about yourself. And if you're not, you're not. What doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know. We have people that come through with the last group we had last year was Geeked, man. It was a group of ladies. They've been out, I think, the last 2 years. The 1 year they did, like, they were all purple with tutus. Yeah. And they come across and they're all smiles because they all finished. They did every obstacle and finished. And that's what we're looking for. I don't care. None of us care about how fast you do it. We don't care if it. Just have fun. Like, and then we always have groups out there. The DAV's out there. The National Guard comes out there. We have all these organizations that come out there. So if you are a veteran and you can't run it, but you're looking for help, like there's other organizations. Reigning Liberty Ranch will have a table out there. Like everybody's got a table out there. You can get up there, get great information. We usually, you know, we have food. Yeah. I mean, you can eat like it. I don't know. It's just a fun day to come out and just chill and have a good time. I'm looking forward to it either way, man. Dude, Dave Wenkel, 22 to none. That's 222none.com or is it .org? .org. The website 222 none. Yeah. And hit them up if you're a vet and you need to talk to somebody. By all means, man. Dude, I fucking love talking to you. How long have we been doing this? That's an hour, 10, an hour 5. Yeah. It feels like 20 minutes, like we just got here. That's what happens. I know. I like it. Maybe I will take over Levi's job. Do it. Fucking A. But he's still going to be here. Some fucking show prep. He'll still be here. He'll just be over there like yelling at us. Yep. Fuck you guys. Well, we just got caricatures. I just ordered caricatures. We're going to try to put those in the logo somehow just to have fun, you know? Mm-hmm. And so I can't take them out yet. Oh, no. Leave them in there. Goddamn logo. Shit, I don't know that I can commit to as many shows as you're doing anyway. Look, a caricature with you, that goddamn beard would be fantastic. I told you, I'm like, shave the fucking beard and keep the fucking stash and twirl it, bro. Ooh. Why?
Be a fucking hipster asshole.
No, I don't know. Because I don't like I'm not a big fan of my chin down there. Got a little butt chin. Me either. Just keep that hidden. I got a fucking butt chin, too. Just leave her hidden.
Until next time. Grandma actually told him he looked like he had a butthole on his face once.
No, when I had a goatee, my grandma's like, it looks like you have a giant hairy butthole on your face. Fucking all right, Grandma. All right, buddy. Thanks, man. Hey, not a problem, man. Thanks for having me.